Whoa. Whoa. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old boss said. Chat, you got a friend in me. Oh, oh yeah. You got a friend in me. Oh shit, that scared me. Oh. How did you time that so perfectly? Goa, thanks for the 100 bits. Holy shit, I jumped. Hello, everyone. How are we doing? Hello. Hello, hello. I'm back. Lethy, thanks for the pink super chat. I saw that when I was waiting here. Oh my gosh. Noah Boss, have an awesome stream. We didn't miss you. Yeah, I bet you didn't. I bet you didn't. I shall listen to this VOD while at work. I love that. Well, I can't watch you live. You and the operatives are my radio buddies to prevent me from resetting my coworkers. Resetting? Ah, you mean kill them, murder them with violence, physical, in real life? Leafy, thanks so much. Have a good day. Pink, thanks for the 8 months. Hi, boss. Definitely did not miss you. Oh, a lot of people definitely did not miss me. Very good to hear. Very good to see. And I'm back. Andy, thanks for the gifted. Andy, thanks so much. Ram, thanks for the 8 months. Chivo, thanks for the 9. Sunny, hi Sunny, thanks for the 7 months. Wingnut, thanks for the 10 months. Welcome back, Bosnian. Thank you. I'm back. Hey, Dicey, thanks for the membership. Don't worry, boss. I missed you. You know what, Dicey? Thank you. I needed that. Okay, you survived. Look at you guys all survived. Surviving and alive. Reindeer, thanks for the 9 months. Welcome back, boss. Today's my birthday. It's your birthday today! Thank you for streaming today. It's the best gift. Reindeer, happy birthday! I was waiting. I timed it. I was planning this months in advance. Happy birthday, Reindeer. We have 9 lives and you took 5 of them with your disappearance. Who said you have 9 lives? Kidara, thanks for the gifted. Thank you, Kidara. Emery, hi. Thanks for the 9 months, Emery. Did you get us a souvenir? No, I did not. You know why? Because, okay, well, first of all, hold on. Calm down. First of all, calm down. Okay? Also, what better gift could I give? Let me see here. What better gift can I give than literally taking you to Disneyland? Behold. What's like the bum, 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 bum. I don't know how it goes. Major. Thanks for the 5 gifted, Major. That's incredible. Thank you so much, Major. Merlot, thanks for the 6 months as well. Welcome back. Thank you. Look at this. I took one of you to Disneyland. Ba-na-da-da-na-na-na. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I listened. I stood there and I posed this little guy. And it was embarrassing, but I did it anyways because all these Disney adults around me were like, that's embarrassing. That's a grown-ass man. I was standing next to the little Japanese girl tourists with their little Hachimaru, whatever the fuck it is. And I have a little, and it's worse because they don't know what it is. So I just look like I have like the budget version of whatever that thing is. Hey Dreamy, thanks for the raid. I'm back. Eon, thanks for the 4 months, Eon. Welcome home. Hope you had a super fun time and nice break. It was a trip. Okay, look. Okay. Disneyland. So today I'm going to regale you with... Who are you? Oh, sorry. It's me. Sorry. I forget how good of a secret agent I am sometimes. So yes, I took you. Put that right there. I took one of you to Disneyland. And that's where I went. I went for one day. I'm sorry I had to leave. I know how CaspurrCatacini says he's not going to go on trips. And then goes on trips. Challenge impossible. For one, allow me to say, markedly less trips than I usually take. Two, the reason why I went on a trip, kind of last minute, is that my friends who live somewhat near the area of Disneyland in California, not to be confused with Disney World, which is in hell, got tickets to something that I've always talked about. You guys know that my favorite Disney movie, but also one of my favorite movies ever, period, is The Nightmare Before Christmas, and I've always wanted to go. And my favorite holiday is what? You guys know, yes, 4th of July. But my second favorite holiday is Halloween. Just kidding. I don't care for 4th of July. I care about it a normal amount. My favorite holiday is Halloween. I love October. I love the fall. And I've always wanted to go to something called Oogie Boogie's Bash, which is like this Halloween-themed event at Disneyland. And they got tickets to it. And I guess it starts, I don't know when it started recently, but they run it from like now until the holiday season, right? Because it would be impossible if they just hosted like one night out of the year at Disneyland. 5 million people would try to go on one day. So they spread it out, right? They have this Halloween event at Disneyland. Well, they used to. Now it's in California Adventure, because I think they know that it's too much to double dip. Like they know that people want to go to Disneyland over California Adventure. At least the majority of people, because that's where the magic is. And in California Adventure, you drink. Well, maybe that's also why they paired it. So there's multiple reasons. Maybe it makes sense to change it. But anyways, they were like, hey, we actually got tickets, because they usually sell out, because it's really cool. We know that you want to go. You've always talked about it. Do you want to go with us? And they kind of were serving it to me like, oh, it was your birthday, wasn't it? And I was like, yeah, sure. Did I have fun? I had lots of fun. Yeah, it was nice of them. Did you eat the Disneyland turkey leg? No, I did not. Because I didn't want to become a dehydrated sponge, sea sponge, out in the open with the amount of salt that I did get a chimichanga, that is my favorite little treat to get at Disney. Without us, look, I took one of you. I can't afford to take all of you guys. And I'll have you know that the whole time I was at Disney, I was looking at Labor Day, because it was Labor Day. I gave you guys Labor Day off, and you don't say thank you? I was looking at Labor Day sales for laptops, and I stayed strong. I almost bought the Dell Inspiron 15 version 3535, and I resisted. Okay, I resisted. But I was looking at those deals all weekend. I resisted. I didn't do it. You gotta get the Lenovo. Got the Dyson vacuum. Ooh, that's a nice vacuum. I have a Dyson. Okay, well, actually, I did some research, and it looks like the very mucho expensive Asus Zephyrus G16 is what I'm looking to get. But of course, that's not on sale, because that's actually a laptop people seem to like. And of course, that's not the one that's going to go on sale. But I'm going to bide my time. Actually, the truth is that I will never get a laptop. Why? Because, and I thought this, okay? I thought this, and I made the Miversian, how are you? Thank you so much. I didn't get one because of what I said to you guys. And it's true. You know, my PC, I think maybe my CPU is a little old at this point. Maybe was never the best up to this point. Mr. Jun Akane kind of helped me look over my rig and stuff. And I had a couple of these PC crashes. And I said, you know what? My inner consumer girly would love to buy a laptop and go get a coffee and work on half of a script for 4 hours straight at a coffee shop. And no, I'm going to invest back into our little stream here. Probably gonna look to upgrade my computer. Probably, I have a 3080 So there's two options here. One requires more money, and thus I'm less inclined to do that version. I could take my 3080 and upgrade the parts around it, right? Go from DDR4 to DDR5, better. I'd probably have to get a new motherboard, better CPU, or it's so much money anyways, might as well just take out a loan or something, or put it on the Meow HQ credit card, which I've lost, by the way. I don't know if any of you guys have seen that. Build a new rig that's better, and then dual stream, taking the load off of one computer, and hopefully, potentially, never ever have to worry about stream crashing ever again with a dual PC build. No, haven't seen it. Where did I get it? Where I always losing stuff. But anyways, a little tangent. I was just thinking about it. But I think you'll be proud that I resist my consumerism. Not only did I not buy a Labor Day laptop that was juicy, when they put slash 70% off, even though it's a scam and it's not actually 70% off, that's the other thing. The Labor Day deals, I was looking online, it's like 70% off, and I was like, is it? Or they prepare for Labor Day. Can you imagine making a product and purposefully overpricing it for the entire year so that you can say, and this could be a strategy, you could say, oh, Labor Day deal, it's 800% off, what a deal, and everyone buys it. Did you miss us, boss? I did. I was actually real cranky because I'd rather be home here at Meow HQ streaming. You're a loser. What the fuck? What the hell? Fuck you. There is no operative fight club. Speaking of, tomorrow we're gonna play Smash Bros. Community Day. Perhaps you'll fight an operative. Perhaps you'll fight your boss. More often than not, another operative, so I can watch and not get embarrassed over and over. But perhaps some mixture of those. That's what we're gonna do tomorrow. Making chat laugh for my job. I don't care about you. Oh yeah, look at my eyes. Now what do you think? Wait, I'm actually good at Smash. Uh-oh. Okay. Where was I? You know, I'm glad to see that there was a Twitter thread, I'm sure all of you saw it, about the voice direction in Sonic. Here's the thing. I come on here and you guys are like, oh, CaspurrCatacini, he's the most positive guy I know. Why did I? He's the most positive guy I know. And yes, usually is the case. But if I'm being honest, can we just say that Sega, as a Sonic fan, we are, it's the monkey's paw because we've been eating good. We got 3 good movies, good-ish movies, 1 really good movie, in my opinion, Sega Racing. Sonic fans, you know, we got Sonic Prime, which was overall pretty good as well. But then we play Sonic Racing and like just Amy sounds like Aquafina. Why did they redesign Rouge the Bat? Sonic is being voiced by the guy who plays Mirage, Craig, who are obviously experienced voice actors, but like, why do they again, there was this Twitter thread that I thought was very, very true. It was like the direction they're giving these characters and the voice actors is just not it. I mean, Sonic Frontiers, thinking back, it's mega cope, right? Oh yeah, this is kind of cool. They're like serious Sonic. No, it sucks. Sonic, he talks like this. Oh God, Tails, I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. No, he should talk like this. Yeah. I'm fucking Sonic, yeah! It sucks. I don't know what they're doing. Why are they doing this? Someone stop them. You leave Roger alone. Well, I don't know. The thing is, someone is probably... The thing is, right, you see all this discourse, and it happened in Sonic Frontiers, and I'm sure someone like Roger is looking at this and was like, oh, I could be more like Sonic. And you know, there's just one misguided suit somewhere in the Sega headquarters going, no, Roger, you shut your mouth and you read the script I give you. Because I'm sure Roger's like, oh, that's easy. I could just go like, huh, yeah, what's up? Huh, I could be more like... And they're like, no, you shut the hell up. I'm 55 years old and I make $5 billion and I can't even see, but you're gonna say it like this because that's what I think Sonic should be like. You need to stop them. I will, the next chance that I get. He's just like you, except the billionaire part. Hey, I'm not that old. Speaking of, let's go back here. So I went to Disneyland, no, California Adventure, which is pretty much Disneyland, right? For the Oogie Boogie Bash, and you guys know me. I'm a hater. I don't like. I have no whimsy in my heart, but unfortunately, the story which I'm about to speaketh to you, impart upon you now, is nothing short but my thesis on the death of whimsy, CaspurrCatacini analysis. Okay. Very sweet for my friends to treat me to this, and I did I have fun? Yes. Did I have fun? Yes. I did. But I just was not that into it anymore, unfortunately, is the thing. And I might be Disney out because I recently went to Disney World. And and the thing is that there was a moment where I was standing there. Okay, there's going to be a caveat to this story, though. Okay, there's going to be a caveat to this story, which will be a twist on what I'm saying right now. But there was a moment where I was standing there, and I looked at, like, there's a lot of these Disney adults. And I was like, I'm a Disney adult. I was looking at them. They had their shirts and their little hats, and they were just going along. Oh my god, oh my fucking god! It's Mickey! Get out of my fucking way! Ugh. Shoving the kid falls into the lazy river. Head gets crushed by the log raft. The fuck out of my way! And I just was like, it was a moment of relief, but also sadness, right? Because there's two groups of people. There's you are either a parent or a Disney adult. Well, no, that's not true. There's a middle road between parent and Disney adult, where maybe like I think like if you're like a young adult, it's okay for you to go. You're not a Disney adult because you're barely an adult, right? There's like this third in between, right? But I did have this moment where I was looking at the people, and I just noticed there was no... I thought to myself, where the fuck are the kids? That's what I thought. I thought, where the fuck are the kids? I thought to myself, because there was a lot of babies and like really little kids in strollers or like so tiny. But there was no like, hey, yeah, oh yeah, Mickey. There was no like young kids. Does that make sense? Like there was no like children at school. Well, I guess that's the point. Then why? But I guess my point is like, but there were a lot of adults, and but anyways, I was looking at them, and I guess just because, you know, I don't want to, I don't want to be mean necessarily, but like just people watching, I was just like, I don't even like being near you, okay? And I just thought, like, my statement of, like, it was sad, but also a good thing. Because for me, I was like, oh, I'm definitely not like them. I'm here at Disney, but I'm not a Disney adult. Because if I was, I would be having way more fun. I'd be like, why aren't I having fun like those people I'm looking at? Sam is high, thank you. I'm back. But it was also sad because I was like, oh, my whimsy's dead. And I thought that. And it's sad because I was thinking of you guys and I was like, ah, damn, they're gonna roast me. They're gonna be like, yeah, you're whimsy-less, Unk. For real, or whatever the fuck you guys like to say. You are going through a midlife crisis? No, it's not a midlife crisis. I just, because I physically, I lived the experience. I just didn't enjoy it. That's the thing. I just was like, oh, like I look at the character, I'm like, oh yeah. Like, I'm like, oh, that's cool. Do you want to line up? Nah. And then I ride the ride and I'm like, oh yeah, that's fun. I went on a couple rides. The rides were the best part. I usually am like I'm usually a vibes person. Now here is the big caveat to this story, which might be affecting my perception of it. Okay, because I had a lot of fun when it became nighttime and the Oogie Boogie parade started, and I got to see all the characters. You do they have all the villains. They have the villains come out, and some of these I didn't even realize were Disney thing. They had Doofenshmirtz, the guy from Phineas and Ferb. They have like a character actor for him. I didn't even realize they had that. That was really cool, and I had fun. So here's my caveat to this: it was 500 bajillion fucking degrees. You see this photo? How you could see it's like light out. And I'm like, oh, that looks like a cool September breeze. No, it was like 90 degrees, 40 to 50% humidity. It was like swimming through a swamp.
Congrats on surviving the record-breaking heat wave that happened when you visited our city. Smiley face.
Violet, thank you for the donut. Was that your doing? You did this. I should have known, Violet. Thank you. Record-breaking. The Uber driver said, today and tomorrow are actually supposed to be the hottest days ever in California. And I was like, oh, that's real cool that I went to Disneyland. It was so, I could not hear. I was walking around like I got flashbanged and caught. I couldn't see. It was like, you know when you have swimming goggles and water gets in your goggles and your goggles are half full? My vision was just... I was drowning. I would open my mouth and I'd start drowning. It was so hot. It was so hot. So I'm holding out hope that my whimsicalness is not, my whimsy has not died, and it was just the fact that I had mild heat stroke. I did wear sunscreen, of course. Look at me. Of course I wore sunscreen. So, okay, so that's the start of it. I wore sunscreen. I'm already uncomfortable because I had to put stuff on my skin. But yeah, you know, that's what I'm holding out. I'm not against... I would like to go to Disneyland again. Or Disney World. But I'm just holding out that it was... The fact that it was 5 billion degrees out. That kind of soured my taste. And here's the thing. I admit, I'm also, like, more sensitive than an average person. Like, I think a normal person could have put up with it better than I. But I am a princess. And I just don't deal with it as good as other people. Truth, yes. It was so hot. And by the time the Boogie Bash started, I was just ready to go, is the thing. And so I had a little stool, like a foldable stool. It's like 3 prongs, and it's like really short. It's for camping or something. You could like, or like a soccer mom going to watch practice. You like unfold it out, you put it on the ground. And I was like, oh, that's gonna be perfect. And then when it became time to trek out, I looked at it and I was like, nah, I don't want to be carrying that all day. Surely there's gonna be places to sit down. Wrong! There's nowhere to sit down, actually. There's 100 places where you could kind of lean back onto like a pointy fence. There are benches, but there's always one person on the bench, and the other half of the bench has like an ice cream cone flipped upside down on top of it. I mean, you know, I guess the thing is, one, it was very sweet of my friends to take me out. But I truly am just like a homebody. I just want to be home. And I think mainly working is the thing. And I think I was kind of, I realized that I have a sickness, perhaps a mental illness, because I think they wanted me to kind of be like, oh, look at that. But I was just kind of like, you know, you're an adult, so you try not to be like, fuck this. But, you know, I was just kind of like, yeah, that sounds good. Whatever you want. Yeah, sure. You know, I wasn't like, oh, look at that. Oh, God. Or like they'd go wait in line to see like Mickey. And it was the special Kingdom King Mickey with the Keyblade, which was sick. And I was like, oh, damn, that's going. And they're like, you want to line up? And I was like, nah. But then when I took out this little fucking dude in the picture, I think that was the most enthused I was trying to pose my little guy. And I felt sick. I felt sick. I was like, oh man, you know, I'm really just like thinking about work all the time. And it sucks because I was like, we were walking through the villains. And then I was like, it's called, I forget what it was called, but you like, they give you candy and you walk through and you like walk by the villains and you can, it's like a, it's like bar hopping, but with, I don't know a better, I'm so sad, such a degenerate. I don't know a better metaphor for this. It's like bar hopping, but instead of bars, there's different stations with the villains and you could see the villain. Kind of like trunk or treating, yeah. And I remember I looked at this and I was like, ooh. I took pictures of the set. I was like, oh, that gives me an idea. That could be my next outfit. And I was like, oh damn, I just want to work all the time, huh? Oh, that operative, he's disgusting. It was so hot and sweaty. I had like sunscreen and I had like chimichanga and stickiness on my hands, and I was just grabbing. He would go in and out of my pocket, in out, in out, in out, in out. He's disgusting. I don't even know where he is. Now that I think about it, I haven't seen him. I don't know where he is. No, I don't think I lost him. I just don't know where he is. You lost him. Oh man. I'm sure he's fine. But, so, you know, overall, I had fun, but I guess I was just really surprised that I wasn't more into it. I wish I was, but the caveat is that it was 1 billion degrees, and I was just so miserable. I can't believe... because it's like September! I mean, I know it's like, August is close and August is still summer, but I'm like, it's California, right? Isn't it supposed to be good weather? California girls were undeniable. Sunset, something, bikinis on top. Come on. No, there's no way I lost him. He's probably under all the laundry in my suitcase. But it was, you know, the thing is, because we wanted to get there early ahead of the crowds and stuff, which was smart, but like, I mean, there's no way to know, and it's nobody's fault, but if we had just gone after the sunset, I could have fully enjoyed all the Boogie Bash stuff with full energy, but we went like at like 2 p.m. and it was just blistering, and I was just, boss, you may have gotten bad luck. Why? Me? No, why? Disneyland open at night? For the Boogie Bash it is. They make it open longer. My friend, he bought me this. Okay, I actually had a good time because my friend bought me this. It's like a big cup. You know, like you go to the movies and they have like these novelty cups. They have these at Disneyland, and it's the mayor's head, and the straw is his big top hat. His top hat's this really long thing, it's the straw, and his face turns. You could turn the face and it changes the face. So that's epic. Reserve Rat? Hello? Yeah. So I'm looking forward to going when it's not 5 billion degrees. No picture of the cup. I'm unprepared. You know what? This is a time for you to use your imagination. This is a test. In an age of AI and iPad baby gamers, you know, I want you to train your mind, and it will make you smarter. To hear my stories and to craft it in your head. Did you go to Land or World? I was gonna. I went to California Adventure in Disneyland, I guess. I'm not a real big rides person because they scare me. If I streamed it, oh god, Heart Lily. Well, okay. So, my friends went to go take a picture with King Mickey, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go sit down, because that was like, I just needed to sit down. And I'm sitting on a bench. There's ice cream on the bench. I'm just sticky all over. I can't tell what the stickiness is from. And then I hear behind me, what is up, guys? We're here on day 1 of the Oogie Boogie Bash. And I go, no fucking way. And I kind of side-eye behind me. There's this guy dressed up in a mailbox. He's dressed up as like a mailbox. And he's got like a gimbal in front of him. And I was like, motherfucker. And now I'm angry. Like, at first I was uncomfortable. Now I'm pissed off. And then this like grandma came with her kid, and they stepped in front of the guy, and they were like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And he goes, "No, it's totally fine." And they're like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And they had like this exchange, and he like was like, "Oh, you can find me on TikTok, Instagram, whatever." And they like searched them, and they're like, "Oh, okay, blah." And I was just disgusted. I was like, I'm just, What attractions would Meowland have? It would be like 95% gift shops. Was that a Disney character? No, that was just a guy dressed up as a big mailbox. Well, it's because, oh god, and you know, I hate that I have to think like this, but the reason it pissed me off was because I'm sitting right there, and so I put my hat on, and then I put my sunglasses on. And it's like, well, no one's gonna recognize CaspurrCatacini. It's like, probably not, but I'm like, I'm not here to fucking, you know what I mean? To be on some guy's 7-person stream, Instagram live, and then there's one person in there that is like a nephew of a guy who knows CaspurrCatacini. I don't fucking know, but like, I'm not there to be filmed. You know what I mean? I'm not there to, oh god. So I put on my sunglasses, put on my hat. With the nose and the mustache on the glasses. Did you plug your channel in that guy's stream? Streisand effect. No, I mean just around the park? You mean to the random people? No, they'd ask me to leave the park, probably. I'm gonna hunt the video down and find you, Caspurr. No, don't, please! I probably look so miserable and angry. I'm probably shrimped over like the... Kids came up to me. Oh, can we get a picture with you? And I'm like, huh? What? Yeah, you're the hunchback of Notre Dame? What? Yeah, we just took a picture with that... What is the villain called? Sheila, thanks for the 5 gifted, Sheila, thank you. The villain? Frollo, right? We just took a picture with Frollo at the Villain's Walk. We didn't know Quasimodo was gonna be here too. Huh? One of my eyes is closed because I got sweat and sunscreen in it. I'm hunched over because of my shrimpage. Mickey Mouse steps out. Well. Click, click, tap of his shoes. Who's this? I thought I knew all our cast members. And then I'm like, no, I'm just, and I start coughing. Oh God, I choking on my own spit. Oh, you're perfect. Come with me. Next time you go to Disneyland, there's going to be a new watchtower with a bell. And it's going to be one of those things, you know, it's always like, top 10 secrets at Disneyland. At midnight, only in December, does Cinderella come out to get her slipper. It'll be like, oh, did you know? Like, Quasimodo will come ring the bell and you'll look and it's Caspurrcatacini and I'm like, help! Help me! Bing, bong, bing! Somebody! Bing, bong! So you were working on this vacation. They should have Sora. Why are they waiting? They know they would have 5 billion people buy tickets to Disneyland to go meet Sora, right? With King Mickey? Dreamroll as Lightning McQueen. Ooh, that area, the Cars Land was all Halloween themed too. It was sick. Oh, so, you know, I learned about... Okay, you know what? My whimsy's still there. I'm still a Disney adult, okay? I'm just like... Well, the thing is, can you be a Disney adult if you can't, like... If you're not uber rich? I'm not gonna say broke, but, like, I feel you have to be uber rich. What was I about to say? Oh, there's Disney bounding. I you know, because it was Halloween, so usually you can't dress up like in costumes at Disneyland, but during the Oogie Boogie stuff, you can just wear whatever costume you want because it's Halloween, which that was really cool to see everyone's costumes. I thought it would... What would I do is I would Disney bound as Lightning McQueen. I'd get a blonde wig and like a race car, like a racer outfit, like a red checkered race car outfit with sunglasses. And I would be a Disney bound as Lightning McQueen. I think that's what I would do. And I'd be walking and I'd trip. Ah, my leg! It's like when he crashes. Ah! There's some really cute outfits. There were a lot of Nick Wilde and Judy Hopps couples. The guy would just be wearing like a green t-shirt with a tie, and then the girl would be like, have bunny ears. I saw a lot of those. That was cute. What else did I see a lot of? I saw a lot of Yzma and Kronk. And a lot of Goofy. The girl from Goofy, that movie. Really cute, and I wish I had that whimsy in me. Roxanne, is that her name? Star Wars, there was a lot of, what's the new girl's name? Rey. Yeah, there's a lot of Reys. A lot of the children were Rey. 2026, the year of whimsy self-discover. Are you? That's this year. That's every year. Are you kidding? I'm like, listen, I'm just telling you about my experience, but don't be like, oh, that's it for CaspurrCatacini. Also, next year, no. Next year is gonna be more business than this year, I think. You failed this time. What are you What are you talking about? Clover. Thanks for the 7 months, Clover. Like meow, meow. Did you guys see I changed the badge? They updated it with more options. So our meow Discord badge has a little cat head, a red cat head. That's epic. Also, I was getting flack for not Discord boosting our own server. I don't understand how it works if I have to re-up it, but I did boost it before. So I don't understand if I have to physically boost it myself. I clicked the boost and I've been boosting it. So I don't understand how it works. But I boost my own server. You stopped paying the boost? What? I don't understand how it works. Latte, hi. Okay, so about getting you a keychain. Guys, it is just, like, God. I wanted, there was this really cool Nightmare Before Christmas shirt. And even the cup thing, I was lamenting because I was like, oh, that's so cool. And then I went to a thing and they were like, oh, we're sold out here. And my friends were like, oh, well, do you want to check a different thing? And I was like, nah, it's just so expensive anyways. And they surprised me. They bought it for me. He was super nice. And that was a nice surprise. But like, I was just like, God damn! They're gonna add me to the villain lineup once I go on my villain arc for how freaking expensive everything is. Please tell me you got us a keychain. I literally took you there. Okay, look. I had to pay for a whole extra person ticket. Also, I think the previous keychain's still going around. You lost that operative? No. That operative is not lost, okay? Not lost. I feel bad because I think I genuinely was like if you went to Disneyland with me, you would like dislike me by the end of the trip because I'm just such a joy to be around. And it's like it's my greatest quality, but again, it's good for this and when I'm doing stuff, but it's also sad that, and I noticed this too because people around, I hang out with a bunch of people and I'm there with Connor and our friends will be like, oh, you guys just had so much to talk about. You were just chatting. And I was like, damn, I caught myself like, oh shit, when we're with everyone, all I want to do is talk about work-related stuff with Connor. And so you know, we have friends from all walks of life when we go out to get dinner or go to the movie or something. And I was like, oh shit, I gotta dial it back. Because that's a mood killer. Because I'm having fun and I know Connor's having fun, but you know, and the thing is, a lot of the ranting for me is fun, right? No. Connor was not at Disney. This is a separate. I'm just talking like in general about my addiction at work. Because to me, I might be ranting about something like, oh, you know, this video is not performing well. What could we do here? Oh, we could do this, that. And like to me, that's fun and it's a positive thing. But listening in, I'm sure that reads as a negative, like, oh, he's in a bad mood or something, right? Which is not the case because I like the think tank of it. I like the discussion and just, oh yeah, well, I could do this or blah blah, you know. So I need to stop doing that. But I guess in antithesis to that, my statement is that that's just unable to change because that was all I could think about when I went on my vacation. And I'm just like, God, this is going to go into a whole different rant. I drove to California Big fucking mistake, CaspurrCatacini. What the fuck were you thinking? I was like, oh, because I went in the middle of the week, right? Or no, not the middle of the week, but the weekday. I was like, oh, I'll go on a weekday because there will be no traffic because all the people are going to travel on the weekend. It's Labor Day, CaspurrCatacini! You fucking idiot! That's when there's going to be the most traffic. I was stuck in purgatory, in Labor Day purgatory. Maybe that's why I didn't have fun, because I started my trip being locked in the Gojo prison cube in Shinjuku. Or wherever the fuck they put him in. God, it was so bad. Well, you know it's bad because before, I don't know what happened. Is it the people? I would be stuck in like an hour chunk of traffic and it would let up and I would look. Oh, is there a big crash? Are there cops? It's just a guy pissing on the side of the freaking road. And this was the worst. There was one time where there was a period where it was traffic and it let up. What was the cause? It was a sign with a blinking light that just said like, oh, next stop. Like, no, it was like, next rest stop closed. But it had a blinking light on it. And I swear the reason why is because people saw the blinking light and they would slow down and merge and stuff. And it literally caused a big buildup. Because why? Blinking light on the side of the road. Not even on the road. It was in the brush. In the foliage on the side. Hey, Sakura, how are you doing? That was me. Sorry, boss. You know what? For you, I'll let it slide. And I did, because there were times where I was like, I became... The thing is, I get it now. I get why the Californians, because I'm not in California, and sometimes around Meow HQ, I'll see the Californian license plate, and I'll drive by them, and they'll be driving, and I'll be like, oh, you're like should not be allowed to like have a license. But then I drove. I spent a few days driving in LA. I just said fuck it. I was just speeding. I would just like merge because you're fighting for your fucking life out there because no one's gonna give you an inch. No one gives you an inch. Everyone's riding your ass. They're 1 inch behind you. I'm already going 5 above the speed limit in Minecraft and they're like honking at me. They're flashing their fucking lights. Okay, cool. I'm blinded, swerving, killing a family of 4. Thanks for flashing your high beams at me because I wasn't going 2 miles faster. But I adapted. Survive, adapt, overcome, or whatever Bear Grylls says. I was just, get the fuck out of my... And the thing is, driving back, I did the same thing. And I realized I was driving today back around Meow HQ. And I realized, I was like, oh shit, I gotta slow down. It's different. It's different because I think the thing is in California, there's just so many people. You just don't think that there are cops. And maybe there are, but you just have like sheer numbers. You get lost amongst the horde. So I'm trying to slow it down. It was scary. It was scary. Slow down, you crazy child. So that was, you know, the thing is, I like having freedom. You guys ever know, you know, when you go on a trip and maybe you can drive or maybe you can fly. And I'm like, but I like having my Casmobile and maybe I'll go somewhere, which I did, by the way. So it was a good move. I went to, there's no Uniqlo's around Meow HQ. So I was kind of like, well, I can go to Uniqlo. And I did. I bought socks. I'm already scared. Caspurr, why are you scared? Don't be scared. I bought socks. And did you get anything cute? I mean, I think so. I got some jeans and a flannel. What do you mean gross? Jeans! Beige. They're beige. Okay? Beige jeans. They're like stretchy. Easy stretch jeans. Yeah, they probably ugly. You don't even... Lesbian wear. Okay, have been told that. And that's not the first time that has been brought up. Because for most of my college years and leading into somewhat recent times, was my favorite thing to wear is... Also, I've given up on the baggy jeans. That's not it for me. I'm sticking with the skinny jeans. Fuck the baggy jeans. The wide flared out jeans. Okay, I'm not going to disco and I'm not 12 years old. I'm done with the baggy jeans. I tried it. I'm done. I'm going back to the millennial skinny jeans, okay? But, you know, my go-to look has been, like, black skinny jeans with, like, a red and black flannel with the sleeves rolled up and, like, a backwards baseball cap. And my friend, and you know, I tend to... And, you know, my friend said, and this is coming from my friend, and I'm just telling you, it's not like I necessarily think it's a bad thing, but I think it is if you're not a lesbian to be told you look like a lesbian. And I was like, huh, I guess you're onto something, because not only did he say that, you guys just said it, and I guess so. So I have two questions. Why can't I just dress like that? And two, why do they dress like that? Why is that the staple? Like, flannels are nice. Flannels are nice. They're easy to wear. They kind of go with everything. Eros, thank you for the raid, Eros. I'm regaling people with my Disneyland adventure stories. You can just ignore what others say. You know, I'm sick of this. Yes! I know. Okay, I know that. But I live in a life where there's people and culture and a society. Okay? There are people walking around thinking that you're like a turbo giga chad for doing whatever you want, saying whatever you want, and dressing however you want. Actually, you're annoying, and the rest of us don't like you. I know what it's like to be a black sheep, okay? You don't gotta tell me. I, out of all people, know what it's like to be on the unconventional side of things. And also, I bought that $50 Uniqlo flannel, so don't tell me when I'm the person that literally the next time I go out, I'm gonna be wearing my skinny jeans and my red flannel. Is it a red flannel? Yes, because I think red looks good on me. And I considered it. I said, do I want to get that, like, muted bluish one? And I said, no, I like the classic red flannel look. The thing is, but I'm telling you, I did decide, I did go through this period where I was like, oh, maybe I'll try to, like, dress more current. And actually the reason is, it's actually the opposite of what we're saying, is I decided, like, fuck that. I don't care. I don't care if, like, if the skinny jeans are, like, dated or whatever, or people don't wear khaki pants or whatever. I decided I'm just gonna dress like that because that's what makes me comfortable. So, no more fucking baggy jeans. Fuck that. You dress like a little nerd. Okay, but you know what's actually a trap? And tell me if you guys have fallen for this. Uniqlo sells like a basic tee. It's the Airism cotton tee. It's like their basic t-shirt, boxy t-shirt. It's possibly the worst feeling t-shirt ever made, ever. But they advertise the crap out of those Airism cotton tees. It's in the front of their stores, and they've always been like, this is the go-to the t-shirt. Fuck those t-shirts. Do not ever get the Airism tee. I love my Airisms. No, they suck. They fit so bad. They fit so bad with the big boxy, the sleeves, they're too long. No, don't. I've gone through my arc. No longer will I get bait because they look so nice and standard and whatever. An airism is it's like supposed to be this kind of athletic, casual. It's like airy, and maybe the sweat doesn't wick to it as well or whatever. But it sucks. It sucks, and I'm officially over my era of wearing those. Cause like I got them, and then you put them on, and you're like, oh, well, this is the worst thing I've ever put onto my body. You are on TV. Uniqlo U shirts. There are these other cotton ones that I had my eye on. God, I'm just so... I do feel some sense of shame. Because it's like... CaspurrCatacini, I was like kind of moody and like not the most engaged at Disneyland. But when we all went to Uniqlo, I was just like having a ball. I was walking around. I was all like excited and stuff. The Heat Tech t-shirt. Those are nice. I have one of those. Did I get graphic tees? I did not. My graphic tee era is officially over, I say. As I eye the graphic tee sitting on the chair beside me. Well, no, I think I used to be super big on the Uniqlo graphic tees. They always collaborate with animes and shows and stuff. I don't like how long those t-shirts fit. They're super long. And the graphic, I don't... I guess in general, I'm not a fan of... Why do they make shirts so long? What? Because I'm a pretty tall guy. Why are they built? And I wear these shirts and I'm like, oh, these are long shirts. I guess there are people that are longer than me, I guess. But who is walking around with a torso of like, they're like if an alligator stood up on its hind legs? Who has a belly this long? Hot dog man. All the good designs are for kids. Yeah, it's true with those. Do you ever like... I'm pretty satisfied with like what I got. Well, I started to do something, and you might say, CaspurrCatacini, that's crazy. You didn't even do that before. But I didn't always try on my stuff. And please tell me if you do this as well. You just like buy it, and if it looks like it fits and you know your size, you'll get it. Do you try on everything that you buy? I buy it and pray. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Or maybe you try one on and you're like, okay, well, I know the large fits. So I used to do that. Up until very recently. And now I try on everything. Hover it next to the mirror. Yeah, just kind of like, okay, huh? Huh? Oh yeah, that seems about right. And then you go home, you're like, oh shit, this is like for a toddler or a man 5 times my size. But do you ever like, you try it on and you look at yourself in the store and you're like, oh fuck yeah, Paris fashion show, and then you go home and you're getting ready, or like you're going out somewhere and you're like, oh, I bought that new thing. You put it on, you're like, oh, this is I'm looking at the ugliest person I've ever seen in my life. Why did I possibly buy this? Why did I think that it's looked good? It looks worse than if I was just wearing like pajamas. Does that happen to you? The dressing room mirrors, are they slightly tilted? Well, also, I did this thing where, like... Oh, okay, and I'm such a bad... I do this all the time. You're packing. Oh, this, I'm gonna wear this, blah, blah, blah. You overpack. And then you get to your destination, vacation or trip. All right, time to put together an outfit. And it's just... 5 t-shirts, 5 shirts, and 5 pants that don't go together, and just the ugliest mixed match of clothes you could possibly pick out. I'm like, why didn't I bring this? Why didn't I bring this? Sounds like a you issue. I do. I'm like, why did I not bring just a t-shirt? Why did I bring 3 dress shirts, a jacket, and a tank top? Why didn't I not bring a shirt? You ever buy clothes, shoes that you later realize they were literally so uncomfortable? Yeah. Uniqlo Airism t-shirts. Definitely. Like I was just talking about. Like they seem so good and I wear them, I'm like, oh, this sucks. I guess shoes. Shoes are hard to know because you gotta wear them. You really gotta wear them to know. It's really hard. There are some shoes I've gotten that I think I really like and I just don't like wearing them. That one's hard to know. Leather vintage loafers. I bought some leather loafers recently. I've been trying to break them in. They're nice, but it is hard. It's hard to know. I do think I'm definitely due for a good walking shoe. Do you guys have any recommendations for like an everyday beater? For example, something you'd wear to Disneyland and walk around. New Balance? I wore my Converse high tops. Big mistake, CaspurrCatacini. Hoka? Are those the shoes that make you look like Bionicles? The Skechers, the thing is, they're not bad. There's like a precipice where like up until a certain point, they're super good. But then after a certain amount of time, it's worse than just being barefoot, I think. A high numbered New Balance. Run Repeat, you should check out a website. Run Repeat. Yeah? What is that? Doc Martin sandals? Huh? They make sandals? Skechers? Oh, see? Here's the thing. The most comfortable pair of shoes I've had were these $20 pair of Skechers I got from Costco. Skechers are underrated. They're seen as like, who shops there? Like moms for their 3-year-old child to buy for their little baby. But the Skechers, they're kind of good. The light up Skechers? Oh, I should have had Heelys. Do you think they would stop me? If I was rolling around on Heelys, I bet they would have stopped me. Moms know best. I guess so, yeah. Soaps? What is that? Moon shoes? How would they catch you? They'd send Lightning McQueen after me. The grind shoes that Sonic wears. Wait, Heelys as Lightning McQueen is actually genius! That's genius. Good pair of boots for walking around? Probably they're heavy and not like the best support for like doing a bunch of steps a day. You'd look good in just about anything, Catman. Thank you, Goblin. Of course I do. I'm a secret agent. Undercover after all. McQueen Crocs. Do they have those? Okay. I will say, man, California, they got so many good spots to eat. Seriously. Oh my god. Hey, Goblin, thanks for the 3 months, Goblin. Thank you. Thanks for the sub. There is this place. I'll tell you, because I'm not there, obviously. I don't imagine myself going there that often. You know what? Get gatekept. That's right, operatives. You'll never know. So good. The next time I eat there, I'll think about, they will never know. Okay, whatever. No, I'm just kidding. So, it's kind of near Disneyland area. It's called, God. Is it? I think it's called 8th, like the number 8. 8th House, like a German word. House, H-A-U-S. 8th House. It's a small little corner cafe shop, and they have something. They have these Korean bulgogi Benedict bagels. Holy shit. 8th House. If you ever go to Disneyland or ever in like the area where Disneyland is in California, oh god. No, stop telling us. What the? Don't really care anyway. Oh. I remembered my lactate, so I had some milky products while I was out there. A lot of cheese. A lot of cheesy goodness. Especially at Disney. So I live here, so I'll go. Yeah, Scan. 8th House. Get the Korean bulgogi Benedict, I think. The mouse loves his cheese. Me? Did you get a churro? No, actually I didn't. Because I'm such an impatient little... Again, if a person that says this probably shouldn't go to Disneyland of all places. I hate waiting in lines. I'm so anti-line. If there's a long line, I'm not waiting in that. Why do you say bulgogi so white? Do not shame me. I'm an American. I don't know. Was the line of 3 people long? It is more than 3 people. Fast pass? I don't go to Disneyland far enough times to get a fast pass. A one-time purchase? Whatever. You seem to go a lot? I don't! I went once this year. I went once last year. And I guess I go about once a year. There always seems to be an excuse to go once a year. Well, okay, I will say, I'm done for a while. I'm not like, again, it's not that I hated Disney. I liked it. I like riding the rides, but like, I'm definitely, after Disney World last year and Disneyland this year, especially finally being able to go to the Oogie Boogie Bash, I'm definitely good for a while. Seeing your pick at Disney, I was like, oh, this is the 3rd time. But it's not, though. It's not, though. Brother, I haven't been there in 18 years. You know, gonna go to any spooky stuff? No, I don't think so. I think that was it. That was my big trip, especially because I'm gonna be moving this year, and that's gonna be, oh shit, and maybe something in November, but it's all work related. No more for this year. It's gonna be like no more work, or sorry, no more what's the word when it's not work? God, there's a word. There's a word for doing something, but it's not work related. Recreation. Airborne, you got it. Yeah, pleasure. No more pleasure trips. Recreational. That was the last big one for me this year. So, because I'm gonna have some downtime when I move, and I have another work trip in November, I believe. So that's. He lies again. When have I lied? Leisure. Ah. Leisure? You're moving already? Not soon, but it's definitely on the horizon. It might technically. Well, it depends, right? It's like, I don't even want to talk about it. It's annoying. It's like, because you could do month to month, or you could like find a new place, and then you have to overlap the rent. You don't want to overlap the rent. You want to try to line it up. Oh God, it's such a. I'm stressed. I actually better start packing soon. When are you leaving us? Not anytime soon. Go to Japan. You know what? I think there's a time where I said like, oh, maybe I'd want to move to Japan. Dude, fuck Japan. I'm such a homebody. I just want to be in my home. And I want to get in my car, drive to a place where I could just park it and not pay for my parking. And work. I don't want to travel anymore. I think I've gone through my little arc of traveling, and I no longer have this mystified view of other places that aren't my home. I'm done. Because I think about the last few trips I've taken, I've either been in a bad mood, gotten into a fight with someone, or gotten sick. And I'll acknowledge that with my friends. Hey, just leave me. I'm just gonna bring you down. Just go. The New York City bathroom escapade. Don't start any international incidents on your travels. I never talked about this, but when the Disney World trip, I almost got, I don't know what, but there was a crowd was starting to form, and I might have been detained in the Florida International Airport or whatever it is. That got a little dicey. I got a short fuse, okay? Especially when I'm hot and sticky. And it turns out a lot of these high-value vacation places are hot and sticky. Japan, Florida, California. Why? And if it's hot and sticky, I'll get angry. Can't be trusted outside of his cage. Yeah, I just belong in my cage. Leave me here in my cage. I don't want to. And here's the thing, it's not black or white. I'm sure there is like always some excuse or some reason, compelling reason to go on a trip, and I'm sure I will go on trips, but like as much as I can help it. I mean, no. Hey, I didn't go to Anime Expo this year, which, guys, that's huge. The thing is, you could say like, oh, Caspurr, you did go on trips. I haven't missed an Anime Expo in I think nearly 15 years. I've gone for the past, this year I just didn't go because I was like, you know what? There's no reason to go. I'm just gonna stay. And I did. That's a big deal for me. Baby steps. And you were very brave for it. Exactly. I missed out on some prime walking around and sweating. Hey, Apollo. Yes, I am back. Florida is an aggro PvP zone. Yeah. Question about cons, which is better, AX or Offkai? Well, I mean, it depends, right? Like, on paper, probably Anime Expo, because it has more people go. It's more of a spectacle. But, like, the experience is something else, right? Like, Offkai, less people, not as busy. It's more in tuned with a singular interest, right? So there's more people you know. But, like, for what it is, bullet point list, it's like the worst con, right? But, like, I wouldn't say that I have that much more fun at Anime Expo than I do at Offkai Expo. Made up for all that at Disneyland anyways. Yeah, you know, I'm just... I feel bad. You know, I just... I let me remove myself from the equation. There's the thing, right? Like, you guys go, have fun. Well, here's the thing, right? Like, I just need to... Because the wet blanket starts at the beginning of the planning. Hey, we're gonna go to, like, this trip. Do you want to go? Nah. Are you sure? It's so far away. Nah. Do you want, like, we can pull together money for it? No, it's not. You know, already, I'm inclined to be like, okay, fuck it. Let's just go, right? But, you know, I think I just, definitely, I'm tripped out. Simple! Were you the one with the shark? Were you sinking down? Was that you? Yes, I saw that, Simple. I loved it. I did see that. Is that in the tag? I don't know. Can't remember. I don't think so. Maybe? Can I go on a trip then if you don't wanna? In my place? I don't know if my friends would like that. They'd be like, huh? Yes. Okay, sure. I don't care about them. Why do you want to go in my place? You know, and it's also, like Justin Bieber said, it's just about the beat of your heart, right? Like, I think just, you got to match it up with wherever you're at in your life and your mindset. And I just think right now, I'm not in a particularly happy place to be in terms of not work. Like, right now, I'm like turbo work focused. I know I always say I'm like all about work, but like right now especially, I'm like super dialed into work. So it was probably a bad timing for me to like go on a trip, but it's hard because you need to plan these trips in advance, right? Vacation. God, I mean, it's sad because I'm like, I'm so happy to be home. I'm so happy to be home. I immediately went back and I drove back the same night. I went to the gym. And I was just thriving. I went to the gym and I went to eat at a place that I go to regularly. I just was like, immediately, I just couldn't stand it. I couldn't fucking stand. You know that meme where the guy, it's like a POV of him driving and he's got a big muscular arm and he's gripping the wheel and people Photoshop people like him like running over other people. I was driving home, just like fucking, I'm just so fucking pissed. At what exactly? Nothing really. Like, nothing specific happened. It was fun at Disneyland. It was fun with my friends. My friends were great. I had a good time. But I was angry at the fact that I wasn't in my routine. Right? Just this general feeling of frustration that I was just not home. And I was like, and I got home. Are the cats alive? Okay. Yep. I'm going to the gym. Which they seem to behave themselves. My dad checked up on them while I was gone. Very cute. My dad would send me pictures. Well, I told him, I was like, listen, you know, you got to make sure that they're... Well, they have, like, automatic feeders and stuff. But you got to, you know, just make... You know, you got to make sure that everything's all good, that they didn't knock anything over. But I said, like, you got to, like, please socialize with them a little bit. I don't want them to go feral while I'm gone. So he would send me pictures of him trying to play with the cats and stuff. But they're all, like, blurry Bigfoot pictures. You're like the most extroverted introvert I know. Yeah, and I'm like cognizant of it. I realized, like, when I was hanging out with them, I realized, like, God, I'm not really as chatty as I think they would like me to be, right? I have weird modes where, but that's me being comfortable. Like, I like kind of being turned off when I can, and just kind of being in their presence and stuff. But other times I'm really chatty. I don't know. I don't know what I want. But you know, I think that, but you know, because sometimes maybe they know what my like I stream and stuff, and like I don't think they really watch me that closely. But you know, they're like, oh, but he's so animated and blah blah blah, and I don't know. It's kind of weird. I think I have a weird yeah, I don't know, who knows. Out of your element. It's been a while since I socialized with people outside of my immediate direct friend group. I felt a little awkward. I felt bad because, you know, they just wanted me to have a good time, and I did. But you know, I think I just feel bad that... Well, the thing is, I've known them for such a long time, so I feel disarmed. I don't feel a need to keep up anything, but thinking back on it, I should have been like, oh yeah, totally, I want to write that, or like, yeah, you know, because I wanted to just be easy, but I realize now it probably came off as disinterest. Kind of like, yeah, I don't care where we eat. Where do you want to go? We'll go wherever you want. They're like, I don't know. Yeah, sure, we could head back if you want. Oh yeah, we could stay. I don't mind. You know, I think maybe I should have been a little more proactive. Maybe overthinking my interactions a little bit, but yeah, I think I maybe came across a little too disinterested. Oh man, but when it was time to eat, the caution tape, yeah. That? I think so. What you eat? What did I have? I had hot pot. I had the Disneyland food. God, that was like, that barely counts as food, huh? And in a good way. In a good way. It's like, I think in one chimichanga they can fit 5 billion calories. The caloric content of a dying star into one single chimichanga. But yeah, we had hot pot. And what the thing is, it was a really quick trip because it's like I traveled there. The next day was Disney, and then I left the next day. I mean, it seems like I was gone for a while, but to me it was a blur because I last time we saw each other, I was here and then traveled, and then one day at Disney, and then I traveled back, and now I'm back. So to me it was like this flurry of activity. Bye, I know you guys missed me. 4 long days, huh? 4? 3. I usually take Sunday off, so that actually doesn't count. I thought it was 5. No, it doesn't. It literally does not. I usually take Sundays off. Nah, dog, I was fine without you. Okay, we need to freaking figure out something here. I got sick in the time you were gone. Suspicious. What? Oh, your life force. You need CaspurrCatacini while I'm back? My week was so boring. The Sonic Cross Worlds beta is done. What are we gonna do? Okay. Silk Song. Silk Song. Alright. I'm not streaming that currently, obviously. Play Hollow Knight first? Guys, I don't understand. Tell me, what is the secret? Is it truly that amazing? Because I don't think it looks bad, but I look at it and I'm like, this is just like a platformer, right? What could possibly be? People talk about it like Undertale. Water Park Sim? What are you talking about? Huh. Please, I'll pay you. Do you already pay me? Don't do that. Water... Is that an actual game? Water Park Simulator. Ah, I would replace the water with Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Risky... Oh, this looks fun. Okay, I'll play this. Wait, is it like Zoo? Planet Zoo? Because I wasn't very good at that game. Oh my god, there's hot dogs! Okay, we'll play that. Are you still gonna do your job stream? Yeah, I have to work a real job eventually. But we'll have to wait a little bit. But we will do that stream. Actually, it's better we postponed it because I need to do some on-site training for it, and there's a little bit of prep. So it's actually it's good that we didn't do it. It'll be better. It'll be better. Don't think of it. I postponed it, and I feel like you're gonna start building it up like it's a 3D debut or something crazy. It's not anything crazy, but it just has to be postponed here. So don't be holding your breath for it. I'll do it eventually. Avoiding a shift. Those DoorDash orders aren't going to deliver themselves, huh? Water Park Sim. Maybe we'll add it to the schedule for next week. You know what? I know people just think what is this? What is the character of Silk Song? People just think that this thing is hot. This tooth thing. Huh. Hornet? Is that what it is? A bug? Is that what it is? I think you're projecting. No, I'm not actually. It's her voice? She has a voice?
Drosik halimo, gala negosa, dros, hakana sagamos, hegale.
You guys are sick. You guys are fucking sick, you know that? This seems like a good game I could throw on. Are they doing a sale for the first one? That would be smart to do, right? Let me see. Team Cherry is the publisher. They should put Hollow Knight on sale. I bet they would. Nope. Oh, but it's cheap anyways. It looks like hell of a boss. What is this thing? Some puppet character? I see. The voice convinced him. No, I haven't gotten anything yet. But this seems like a game, like maybe I'll play it on my ROG Ally, which my brother gifted to me. Thank you so much. Hey, Kyo, how are you doing? Hey, Purple. Hi. You missed a lot of ranting and raving, but it was a little getaway. I'm exhausted, and I'm so happy to be back. In a nutshell, in a very succinct nutshell, yes. But no, I'm glad to be back. How have you been? We've missed you. He said he made out with Mickey, or whatever, actually. Surviving, just fought for my life on the porcelain throne. You know, I think porcelain throne is grosser than just saying toilet. Is that just me? Matcha Beaver, miss boss a lot. I'm back. Sorry. I will be here for the foreseeable future until probably the next extended weekend I will probably be taking off is probably in November. So we're here for quite a while. Disappearing again for a bit, that's alright. You handle your business. Epic, very epic. And tomorrow we're playing Smash. If you don't get sick, why would you speaketh that into the world? I have managed to not be sick for, and mind you, quite a while. Huh? Listen, don't you think it's about time that I do get sick? Think of the timeline. Open mouth coughs on me. Please don't. Ah, my foot fell asleep! Ah! Usagi. Sorry I'm late. I tried to get here as fast as I could. Once I saw the notification, happy you're back. Thank you, Usagi. I'm so happy to be back. I am exhausted. I'm such a... I really am. I mean, I guess I knew it, but my friend said, you know, you're such a homebody. And I was like, I think that's a polite way of saying, man, you're such a freaking Debbie Downer when we go on trips. But you know what? I embrace it. He's right. And I am. So I should just stay home as much as I can. I really should. And I'm happier. My friends are happier. And I don't want to go anywhere. Hey, News, how are you? That doesn't make me a hater. You're just happier being comfortable. See, that's the thing. If the places you wanted to go to weren't 40% humidity, maybe I'd like it better. Seems all the cool places are 40% humidity. Boss, did you watch... What is that? Lish's 1,000 player Minecraft Civilization Rich and Poor Simulation video. I think I saw the thumbnail for that, actually. I didn't click it, but I did see that thumbnail, and I was like, that seems interesting. Purple! Thanks for the 10 gifted subs, Purple. Thank you. Wow, Purple. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. No, that's so sweet of you. 40% bad? Yeah, are you kidding me? 40%? Well, I'll tell you, let's see. Today, the humidity for me, 28. And today was actually a particularly humid day. It was like, it didn't rain exactly, but it was kind of like cloudy, so that's higher than usual. Purple Line, thank you again. Where I live is 70% humidity. Oh, Atlantis is real, huh? I did not know that. Do you have to wear a scuba tank when you go to the grocery store. That's insane. 70% humidity is insane. You must be so moisturized though. You must be so moisturized. You probably don't need to like buy lotion then. Or chapstick. You do? What? You should be moisturized. Yeah, I'm a dry boy. I'm meant for the dryness. I'm meant for the tundra or the desert. My natural habitat. I'm like a cactus or a tortoise. 96? Okay, you guys are just making up humidity levels now. What do you mean 96? It's out of 100. Doesn't 100% mean it would be 100% liquid? What are you talking about? 96. That's insanity. 100% is rain. Oh. What? Cactuses survive the desert by retaining a ton of moisture. Okay, then I'm a tumbleweed. Watch out, I'm gonna prick ya. Where did my little brother bring you? To hell! To a 28% humidity. Which is actually quite nice. I've lived in mostly arid places, so a lot of these are impressive to me. Yeah, I mean, impressive is one way to put it. I think it's scary. I love being dry. Dryness. But there's some drawbacks. Like, my throat is always, like, kind of scratchy when I'm trying to sing. And whatnot, because it's dry. Lizard. I could have been a... Wait, don't I kind of look like that snake from Rango? What is that? What it's called? Look. Get a non-rice malt filled humidifier. It's impossible. It's like it's the opposite, where it's like it's so humid, or no, sorry, it's so dry that I would need like a horse drinking tank, like one of those big tanks you have on a farm, a big bin where people do ice baths in. I would need something that size. Hey Mike, thanks for the gifted membership, Mike. Thank you. You kind of look like Flick from Animal Crossing. Flick. Animal Crossing. The gay chameleon. I guess I see the spikes. Take off my hat. He's got spikes on the back of his head. I see that. Yeah, I can see that. But I don't like bugs. Squishes you with my slipper. Ew. The mold box? No. No. Guys, how big is your bed? Twin, right? So I'm thinking of upgrading from the twin. What do you do you think it'd be nicer? Because, you know, I have Pickles on me, and sometimes he wakes me up, but I don't know if it's worth it. I don't need all that space, but I feel kind of big. Do they have beds that are not wider, but is a queen bed longer as well, or is it just wider? Because I feel like I want a little longer. Upgrade to king size, because you're the boss. I mean, that's, first of all, really expensive for my needs. I don't think I need... What am I gonna do? You guys just want space so you can crawl in there. Now get into your barracks. Max out on height. Yeah, that's why I kind of want... I'm thinking of upgrading my bed size. Not as comfy, of course not. How are we supposed to cut costs? You can sleep diagonally. Yeah, I think so, right? Diagonal sleepage? And there's room for pickles? Is there something in between twin and queen? I don't think I need king size. That seems gigantic. And also very expensive. Full. Why would they call... Why do they say full? What? That makes no sense to me. Why full? That makes no sense. Because it's full of poop. Huh. It should be called... Wait, twin? Why is it called twin? That also doesn't make sense. It should be like king, queen. I mean, this is going to sound silly, but really think about the naming convention. King, from biggest to smallest, should be like king, queen, prince, like knight, knave. Well, I know that sounds silly, but it should go along its own naming convention. Baron? Joker? Seriously, like that makes sense. Why is it twin full? Twin full queen king? What? Not the knave bed? It makes more sense. Twin full queen? What? What do you mean? Twin full queen? That makes no sense. Yeah, jack bed? Like the twin should be called jack probably. Is what's smaller than a twin? That's like a crib, right? Because I don't think there's any, like, for any person that's not a baby, a twin's probably the smallest, right? Why is the smallest twin? Exactly! That makes no sense that the starting point is twin. See, full would make sense if you call it like single, double, full, extra large, and like, I don't know, maximum, or I don't know, so like double big, double stuffed. I just posted the bed size comparison. Twin XL, full slash, twin slash single, twin XL, full slash double, queen king, and then California king. Many problems with this. Many problems with this. California king? Okay, what are we even doing? Model is cool, thank you. It's like ordering a burger at a fast food, at like a hipster fast food joint. Wait, Nushin, you had the same thought. You had the same thought. I didn't even read that yet. Right? It's like ordering a burger. I'm gonna put this image away. Boom. Alaskan king. Are they bigger in Alaska? Yeah, I thought it faster than you, jealous. No, actually, I'm just rubbing off on you. I'm influencing you to think the way you think. Royale with cheese. Hey, Rose, thank you. It's good to be back. A massive bed. See, that makes a king size. I imagine like stuff from the movies where there's like curtains draped along from the top surrounding the entire bed. Those are the kind of beds I imagine when you say king size. Canopy bed, is that what that's called? Okay, and I don't know if I'm just like, and you're gonna be like, you're so sick, but it's not just me. I associate those beds with like something not good, right? Like that's like, no? You nasty. You don't even know what I'm saying. Like, it's for, like, intimate times, right? That's, like, what those beds are for, right? Don't... You associate the same thing, right? Come on. The beds with the the beds with the curtains draped along the sides. It's for being a princess. That is not what I was thinking of. No, I associate canopy beds with comfiness and good sleep. Very convenient. I'd use those to keep mosquitoes out. I don't think that's very... I don't think it'd be very effective at that. Also, another reason why I can't stand humid places. Bugs that thrive in the humidity, like mosquitoes. No, thank you. No, thank you. Make it as dry as possible. When I was a little girl, it was Hannah Montana themed. Wait, that's epic. It does seem whimsical to have the curtains. But also, isn't that like... People always get killed. You know, in movies, there's always scenes where like the shadow of the guy holding like a knife, and you can't kind of see, you can kind of see the shadow through the curtains. I'm working outdoors in a swamp every day. My arms are covered in bug bites. Shouldn't you wear like repellent? Don't they sell repellent, maybe? I would say wear long clothes, but that's probably miserable in swampy weather. Which movie? I don't know. What weapon do you have in your room? What do you mean? Just in case? Or you mean like, what do you mean? In like, for like an intruder? My microphone? Operatives planning something. Yeah, what are you trying to plan? Sonic attack. This MF is not fighting off an intruder. What? Yes, I can. The cats would alert me. Homeland Security. Hi. Bobo will fight off the intruders. No, they wouldn't, sadly. They would just be like, huh? Hmm? And then they would just walk away. I would have... The thing is, I would have like some Home Alone, like intricate trap, but I would probably end up setting the trap off myself. I'm scared of that. She would cut the lights like Batman. I had a terrible nightmare last night. I woke up, I woke myself up. Because I was like, I was like, I don't know if I was yelling, but I kind of was like, I feel like I was saying something. I don't know, it's hard to really know, but I think I was like yelling. You know, you ever do that? You wake up and you're like, you kind of know what you're doing, but you were kind of asleep at the same time. It was funny, on my trip, my friend cooked up breakfast for everyone. And in my dream, I dreamt that I was eating breakfast, like breakfast food. And then I woke up and he was cooking breakfast. And I was like, whoa, that was like an Ed and Eddie dream or something. Double breakfast. I don't know if it counts as a double breakfast. I had a terrible nightmare, but in a different way. I had a girlfriend in my dream, but then woke up and I was single. Hey, you know, single life ain't so bad. It's not so bad. Enjoy freedom. It's not so bad. The thing is, like, it depends what you're looking. But I loved her. You're like Junji Ito's The Endless Dream, or what is it? Endless Sleep? The Endless Dream? My favorite Junji Ito story, by the way. I've talked about it before. Platonic love and friendships are so underrated. I agreed. I agreed. The Long Dream. Oh, that's it. Yes, yes. I love that one. Omega, hello, hello. Yes, I'm streaming. We've been streaming for Dos Horas. Lexia, my trip, it was exhausting. It was busy. The weather was super hot, but I got to shop at Uniqlo and eat good food. So overall, it was pretty good. But I was so homesick. He lost an operative. No, that's not true. I just don't know where he is. There's a movie of The Long Dream? What? Did it come out as part of that Netflix thing that people were kind of it was kind of not that good? Did they release more? No, I went to California, Disneyland Kyo in California, but it was just really hot. Record. Did you miss it? I did. I mean, I was saying, you know, not to rehash it too much, but I was saying like it was very nice. It was very nice to be with friends. And I know I always say this, but this trip particularly, I was like super just wanting to get back and stream and work and play games again with the operatives. I went to Disneyland, Luxia, or California Adventure for the Oogie Boogie Night event thing. It was fun. You perhaps a workaholic? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Gang, 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 gang. Bam, 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 bam. Doesn't really sound like a vacation if you thought of work. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. I just, man, I love work so much. You know, which is good that I work for myself because I can work as much as I want. Because imagine if I was like working for someone else, I would just be putting in all this extra work hours and mind space for someone else's sake and not my own. Imagine. But this time around, I don't know what was going. I think what it was, you know, we planned this trip ahead of time, as you do. And like I said, I just kind of like this moment, this period right now, I'm like just super in a work mindset. So it was just kind of bad timing with me when I'm planning for a lot of stuff and super work like minded that it was a bad time to go on a vacation. I almost drove to a Best Buy to go buy a laptop so that I could work while I was on my trip for one day. How terrible of a decision would that have been? No, I'm just kidding. I didn't buy one. But I thought about it. You're the boss. I am. Even if they only had Lenovo's, hey, if they had a Lenovo 7i Aura Edition, I might have pondered my orb and perhaps purchased it. Or perhaps the Yoga 2-in-1, which I'm not really excited. I definitely not going to get a laptop that's also a tablet. I think that's a mistake. I mean, they don't seem that bad, but it just seems like I'd rather not get something that's trying to be multiple things. Download Google Docs on your phone. It's not the same. And you know it! The productivity is not the same. Everything okay in your body? Ain't got any suit, Patrick? Listen, I know you're used to me getting sick on a monthly basis, but I actually haven't gotten sick since when? Guys, how long has it been since I got sick? Last month? That was not... Was that last month? No. It's been 2 months. Weren't you sick literally right before your birthday? Oh. Was that really? You will have a cough in 3 days. Emery, why would you hex me like that? Emery, why would you say that? Why would you hex me? Take it back. Say JK. Say JK right now. I can't tell when he's not sick, guys. I'm doing good. Emery, say JK right now. You're sick during your 1 year anniversary? Yeah, I'm a little sicky boy sometimes. Probably wasn't working enough. The work keeps the sickness away. Your nose is always blocked. Yeah, I don't know why my nose is always stuffed. It must just be dusty. I should vacuum more. It's the mold. Actually, no, untrue. I did see these TikToks of, they're called urban explorers, right? Or what are they called? Urban something, right? Which is actually just a gussied up way to call them something besides like criminals, right? Trespassers, because that's not glamorous. They're urban explorers or something, huh? But I was watching these shorts of they're like breaking into abandoned hotels and stuff, and it's just black mold all over the place. Ew. Okay, so I'm telling you now because this is gonna explain. This is gonna describe to you why perhaps there's gonna be less streaming. All right, I am gonna try to make a game. All right, I know this is not what you guys want to hear, and this is gonna be a terrible path to lead myself on because I have enough work as it is. But I wanna make a game. It's gonna be this is like an incredibly long-term thing that I want to try to do, but I'm going to. I thought you said no breaks from here. It's not a break. It's not a break. It's hard. Yes. And so this is like my long-term 10-year plan. This is like literally a long-term thing, but I need to start now. Okay? Because I want to make a game. Less streaming is the same thing. It is not the same thing. Thank you very much. Okay, here's the concept for my game. And this won't be a surprise to you. Okay? So I was talking with my friends on this break and how I went on you know, the vacation, and I got a Switch 2, and I was telling you about the Switch 2. We're talking about Nintendo, and we were talking about how much of a letdown Animal Crossing New Horizons is. But we also talked about how much of a good time we had when that came out on the Switch, and I said, you know, the worst part about it is the clunkiness of it. It's very clunky. Like, you know, when you want to pay someone or give them bells, you have to open up your inventory and you can only take out chunks of like 5k bells or 10k bells. There's a lot of clunkiness to it. Please don't make a fucked up Animal Crossing clone. Missable, you be quiet. You don't know my dreams. You don't know my vision, okay? I'm gonna make an Animal Crossing with more violence. Okay, it's clunky. I think here's the thing. I think there's the market is dying for an Animal Crossing clone that is made for like a better player experience, like on the PC, where there's not so much clunkiness in the interaction. You know, like, you gotta load in with the airport and you gotta put in the code. You lost me at PC? I lost you at one of the most popular gaming platforms for every game ever, period, of all time? With a little bit more of the spirit of, like, these games that are not targeted mainly towards children. Like, wouldn't... Imagine this. Imagine Animal Crossing but you can join your friends, and you can shoot your friend with a gun. And he dies. Doesn't that just sound like just Animal Crossing, but better? GTA. No, but it's Animal Crossing at its core. You do realize one of the charms of Animal Crossing is its absence of violence? No. I don't necessarily think that's why. It's because you can pick fruit. He's making a shitpost game. Pack it in, Operatives. Alright, we all know that I'm not making any kind of game, okay? I got too much on my plate. But it is like a whimsical dream of mine, and I like to think about it. Luxia, thanks for 3 months. Boss, you don't understand, not all of us can afford a nice gaming PC. Don't worry, don't worry. It's a pipe dream. Is that the right term? He's embarrassed now and he's not going to tell us about it anymore. Actually, the truth is, I do have a good idea for a game. But it's so good that I'm not telling anyone because I think someone would actually yoink it and monetize it. I do have one idea. Gave up immediately after one. No, this violent Animal Crossing idea, you know I've had this idea. I've been saying it for years. I stole it right now and I'm making it. No! Dang it, I knew it. True, it's your passion project. It is. The Meow HQ dating sim. What? There's no characters for you to date. Each other? That would just be Tinder for operatives. Look, wait, what? Look up Long Winter, but Long Winter isn't good. Whiskey Verde? Shut up. Yeah, you'd pay money for that? Yes. Oh, hello, it is me, Whiskey Verde. Give me money, yes, thank you. I'm green. Shut the hell up, that's not what he sounds like. What does he sound like? He would not sound like that. What do you know about him? What if you made a Kickstarter for it, but just never make the game? Like the Yogscast thing? No, I think it would be fun. I would like to make, like, a little thing. Perhaps some whimsy. Whimsy in my life. Well, I want to, I have an idea. I'm gonna use Godot just because I was learning Godot and it seems like very beginner friendly. I want to try making a game where it's like, it's just a sandbox and you play as like an operative and you're trying to, what, did we talk about this? I swear we talked about this. And you just have like a little gun and you're on a skateboard and you're trying to save CaspurrCatacini. And it's just like, I think I want to start making like, that's my idea for like, where should I start to learn? It's like something like that. And there's like a little operative model and you're on a skateboard. Bang.
Boss, if anyone could make a game, you can. It'll take a lot of work, but it's one of the most rewarding creative endeavors one can do.
Oh, right. Thank you. I'm glad you believe in me. I don't know if I'm... Thank you, Rai. Thanks for the dono. I think that I am creatively equipped, but not technically equipped. And also, I'm broke. So I don't think I could really afford to make one. And then also people would be like, actually, I don't want to kill people in Animal Crossing. And I'd be like, dang it. Dang it. What kind of art style are you thinking? Oh, guys, it is not near that level of like thought. It is not nearly that level of thought. I definitely want to find some time to boot up Godot and try to learn, but not like I'm not so granular yet. That'd be fun. It'd be fun. Listen, if Toby Fox can make Undertale with spaghetti code and a dream, so can you. Yeah, but Toby Fox wasn't a secret agent and a teacher at the same time as well. I think that's my problem. I do too much to try to do something that ambitious. Don't worry, I'll make you granular, boss. Changes to 144p stream resolution. Huh, nice try. I know, that's already my stream resolution. And a DoorDasher, yes. And a teacher, yes, because I teach you some manners. Don't ever act up against me, all right? I'll teach you. Hitman, Assassin, the whole shebang. One good hentai game and you're set, boss. Just one money printer. So I was tired of clicking on Steam. I got tired of putting, like, you check a game and it's like Call of Duty or Black Ops and it's like, oh, put your age. I got tired of doing that. So I changed my settings to just allow the filter to go through. And I did not realize how much adult slop games are uploaded to Steam every day. Like Bikini Tops in the Dungeon 3 and generic furry kimono fun time game. They come out with like there's 10 every single day uploaded. Seriously. Aren't those recommended based on the... No, it's not. You're spreading misinformation. It's not, okay? And you know it's not. That's not how Steam works. That's not how Steam works. It's new and trending and popular sellers. There's no such thing as a curated For You page on Steam. You're trying to make people believe that, and they will, and that's just simply not true. That's not a thing. This water park simulator game looks fun, though. We'll play this on Monday, probably. My Steam icon. You're not friends with me on Steam. You don't know this. You don't know what my Steam icon is. Dark Wizard Lily! Thanks for the 12 months, a full year, boss. I'm a horribly demotivated state with my art due to my lack of focus and procrastinating. Tell me to get my shit together. Dark Wizard Lily. It's fine. Just take a little time. Get inspired. No, be more aggressive. You better draw or I'll fucking kill you, you hear me? Draw whatever. Just draw whatever, I think. Don't get... See, I think for me, when I get burnt out, I'm trying to draw this one specific thing and it's not quite coming together. I just try to just do it. And it's hard to do this myself, too. You just kind of like... Just doodle a bit. Get inspired. I know it's hard. It's very generic to just say, oh, get inspired. But it's true. You just gotta... You gotta try to just... Because the thing is, you'll start to... I think for me, too... You get hyper fixated on a specific art piece or project. And then it's not going well. And then you start to associate that negativity with it and that frustration. You're thinking about it all day. I know, I get it. And then when you're out and about, all you think about is going back home and working on that piece and trying to get it right. And it's this frustrating feeling. And I've had pieces where it's like I've remade the same piece and it's never seen the light of day, because I'll get uber frustrated with it and I'll delete it, and I'll delete the whole thing from my recycling bin too. And then later on I'll be like, fuck, I wish I had that piece back, because I bet I could do it and do it better now. But I have to try to remake it from my brain, and I'm trying to remember what I did before, and I actually wish I still had it, because maybe I'm like, oh, actually I liked it better than I thought I did, but I'm trying to recreate it, and my recreation in my head is like not as good as what I remember it being. But I get frustrated. I'm like, just screw this, and I delete it. So I guess take some time and want to draw, but I'm struggling to work on it. I think you know, and I get it, because you know I do it for a living too, and it's like you can't help but imagine everything you make to be consumed publicly, even if it's not going to be. There's like social media has instilled this striving for perfection and comparison, and not very often do we just sketch for ourselves, because it's the you know, the, I don't know what the word is, this capitalization of our hobbies, this monetization of our hobbies. It's like, you know, you imagine, well, if I don't operate like I'm doing this full time and my work is not to be consumed like publicly, what's the point even? And that is like, that makes you frustrated, right? And not every piece is going to be like that. Even for someone who does it full time like me, not every single art piece I make is used to such a degree, but still, you can't help but feel that way because of how everything is presented. So I would just say, just whatever, do something indulgent, draw freaking Hannibal Lecter Yowie or whatever it is that you want to draw, and just have at it. Revisit it. Tattoo commission. Oops. All CaspurrCatacini. Cas baby tattoo. That's not what you said you wanted? Okay, well, if we did 3 other Caspurr babies around it, it would be like a full piece, like a Sistine Chapel kind of thing. Simon, the most important part of doing any hobby is doing it for your own enjoyment and not the validation of others. I think that's why I'm kind of, I talked about this game, which is maybe the worst example because it all leads to monetization. It's like the crux of its success. But I burn myself out with everything, and I'm like, oh, what if I started a new hobby that doesn't make me depressed because I'm thinking about my paycheck? This artistic thing. Were you not wearing your hat? Huh? Oh, someone compared me from Flick with Flick from Animal Crossing. I took off my hat to better showcase it. He's got spikes on the back of his head, kind of like my hair. What's the microtransactions like in your violent Animal Crossing? New villagers. But also it's a dating sim. You could date the villagers. And if you want access to the new villager, you gotta buy the DLC villager pack. I haven't drawn much at all since I graduated college and got a full-time job. I'm scared I got into the habit of not drawing, that I'm going to lose my technique. Yeah, losing touch with your hobbies, it's scary, and I think everyone goes through that. With me, that's cosplay. I never had anything close to monetizing that hobby. It was purely for the love of the game. And it's sad because now I'm like, well, I can't imagine ever cosplaying, because why would I put so much time and money into something that gives me no monetary gain? And that's sad. So actually, I don't have good advice for you. Don't do that. Don't follow my footsteps. Just enjoy it. I guess the closest thing to that I have is going to have a coffee at the coffee shop. Like, it costs money, and that's so sad that my hobby is going to the coffee shop, but like, going every day, not every day, but having a small coffee and sitting there is like my hobby, because it is not directly related to my work. It does not lead to my work, but I do it and I enjoy it. Oh man, I'm so like grown up now. I actually have been I've been getting back into gaming as a hobby. This is the thing. every streamer you watch can't. I guarantee you, from the bottom of my heart, I know this to be a truth. I've not met a single person, and if they say otherwise, they are lying to you straight up. I don't know a single streamer that enjoys playing video games for fun. They might enjoy playing video games. I enjoy playing video games, but only on stream. It's this weird... you get this dopamine association because I'm hanging out with you and I play game, and so I'm like linked. It's like Subway Surfers for me, because I'll stream a game and play it, and my enjoyment of it is tied with streaming. So like when I don't stream, it feels empty and meaningless because I'm like, well, no one's watching me, so what's the point even? I think you're just parasocial. No, it's true. That's not true. But what I'm saying is true. Are you sure it's not just the whimsylessness? Well, I'm saying I have whimsy because I've actually been gaming. Like, I just lay in my bed right before bedtime and I'll play Donkey Kong Bonanza. I've been playing Donkey Kong Bonanza. Well, I got sick, so maybe it doesn't count, but I was playing Mario Kart offline, you guys know. I've been kind of gaming. So for me, it's actually, my hobby has been kind of gaming. My brother just gifted me this this, is it Asus? Asus ROG Ally? So I've been kind of trying to play some video games. What's the next game that I'm going to enjoy? Not on stream. I think that's a key thing. Not on stream. Why do you say Asus like that? What is it? Is it what do you say? Don't say Asus. There's no way it's Asus. Asus. Asus? Oh, we're just doing whatever then, huh? We're just doing whatever. Asus is correct, but Asus sounds more sci-fi and technological, no? Asus? That sounds goofy. That doesn't sound like tech, like gamer tech. Asus. It sounds like new age. Asus? Asus? No, don't say Asus. Asus? It is not Asus. There's no way it's Asus. Asus. I always said it like Aces. Yeah, me too. It sounds like Dragonborn shout. What? Asus? Asus! Boo! Turns you into a hot dog. So I want to tell you what I do to fall asleep. And this is true. And I don't want you to read into it too much because, like, you know, there's like thought police and there's like a moral question of like, is there a crime if no crime's been committed, like premeditation, psychopaths, right? Mike, thanks for the glizzy. Thanks for the glizzy, Mike. Oh, it's going to be freaky. Well, no, hold on. So, well, I just want to say, like, thoughts, I don't think we should judge people on their thoughts. We judge them on their actions, all right? So I don't think there's any such thing as like premeditated whatever or whatever. So when I try to fall asleep, if I think about work, I'll be up. My mind will race. I'll even start to get angry maybe if I go down the wrong line of thinking with work. And that'll keep me up. So I need to not think about work. I need to think about... I have to fantasize. I have to go into fantasy land. I have to think of hypothetical, not real world scenarios. I call it pre-dreaming because I try to think like a dream, like a world where like it's not real. Like I have superpowers or like a fake story with fictional characters. I pre-dream because only that will let me fall asleep. Because if I think of real life stuff, I'll get like frustrated or like wired, right? Pre-ordering the dreams, yeah. So my go-to for the past of quite a while is I imagine a world where I have superpowers. Okay? And in the main scenario that I think of is that I use my superpowers to take over the world, and I kill them. I kill people that oppose me. So the scenario, and I always start from ground 0. Okay, I start from base 1 where I don't have superpowers and I just get the superpowers. Okay, and I scale up the scenario until I'm like in charge of the entire world, and then by then I'm asleep. Okay, so in the go-to scenario is that I have the ability to teleport things just like at will. I could teleport myself, I could teleport other objects around me. And in this scenario, I'm able to, it starts off small where I can teleport it, like Jumper, the movie Jumper. I think it's the guy who played Anakin Skywalker is the guy in Jumper. He could teleport, he robs banks. So it my hypothetical in my mind, it starts off small. I imagine accruing like getting together a small gang. We rob banks because I can teleport. And then eventually the scenario evolves to where like I'm confronted by, like, I don't know how it gets out, but like they want to arrest me, and I not only can teleport myself, I can teleport, and I mess with the parameters. Like, do I have to be touching something to make it teleport? I don't know, but there's some versions where I can just will it, and so I'm teleporting people's bodies, like half of their body. Like I can point at someone and their head is teleported to the moon. So I go on like a killing rampage, killing all the who oppose me. Or like I get sent to prison and I pretend that I hustle them. I pretend that my powers are actually not as widespread as they are. I go into prison and I amass a following within the prison, and I say, hey, if I break you out, your life is mine, you serve me. And then I break us out of the prison, I teleport us, and I take over the world. And at this point I'm probably asleep, but I'm not lying, this is not a bit. This has been my main scenario go-to that gets me to fall asleep. I imagine that I have superpowers, I can teleport things at will, and I kill those who oppose me, and I take over the world, and I fall asleep perfectly each time. I've not had trouble falling asleep. What is this RP? This is Caspurr Dream. You piss me off, man. I'm not kidding. This is what I do to fall asleep. Can you teleport people's organs? Yeah, I could like teleport anything. Well, I imagine like the thing is, in your scenario, you don't want to make yourself too OP. So sometimes I imagine like limiting factors, like I have to physically see it or touch it, or it's in a radius around me. But yeah, I do that. I'll be like, oops, you have no eyes. Teleported to the moon. Can you take us to Disneyland in this scenario? Yeah, I could. We could teleport. I never imagined using teleportation for violence. Well, I thought like, I think teleporting would be the most powerful superpower if it could function the way I'm thinking. Like it's a bubble around you and you can control the radius that which it teleports. Like you could teleport someone, and if their whole body's not within the radius, it would instantly kill them. Right? Because if you could teleport other people, if they tried to stop you, like the military, the army confronted you, you would just teleport them away in an instant. Nothing, like, it'd be so unstoppable. Like Superman, if Superman existed, it was like in superhero canon is one of the most powerful superheroes imaginable. You would just instantly you would take Superman and you would instantly teleport Superman 1 million miles away in a supernova, and like nothing could stop you. It would be the most powerful superpower ever, the ability to teleport things, because the teleportation will also be instant, right? And then you could huh? Great boss stream. See you tomorrow. Hey, I'm not ending the stream. Actually, I think I am gonna end the stream. I got a lot to do. That was a good chat. That was a good chat. My throat's getting a little hoarse. Coarse? horse. I need to try pre-dreaming. It works. If you're having trouble falling asleep, you have to think of not real things. 2-hour Andy. Yeah, nice try. Try 2.5-hour Andy. It's standard for just chatting, okay? Haley, thanks for the super chat. I know it's futile to give you reading recommendation, but this whole superpower fantasy sounds like you would enjoy the web novel Worm. Is he a worm? Have fun pre-dreaming. I will. Wait, I still have an hour of work. You could pre-dream. No, don't do that at work. You'll fall asleep. Violet, thanks for the 5 gifted subs, Violet. Thank you. Thank you, Violet. El Manga Rat, thanks for the super chat. How could you teleport this into your pocket? Oh. Cha-ching. Thank you. Thank you, Rat. Yeah, I think teleporting would be a great superpower. And also non-confrontational. That's the thing. The thing is, when you're a kid, you're like, oh, I want to lift up trucks and stuff. But, like, I can't be doing that. Purple Lion, thanks for the 5 gifted memberships. Purple, thank you, Purple. Well, so in this scenario, I imagine, like, how would I attack people if I did? Because the thing is, I could instantly teleport them, but that's no fun, right? Because I would just be unstoppable, like I'd be God, right? Liz, thanks for the 7 months. Hey, boss, have you looked up your name on YouTube recently? You might find something interesting. Might find something there. I'm scared. I don't want it. I'm scared. I don't want to do that. It usually makes me angry. Is it destiny? Oh, so I imagine taking like a rock and I would teleport it high up. And then as it falls, right before it hits the ground, I would teleport it back up like a portal loop. And then it would fall, and then it would gain like an impossibly high momentum, and then right at the last second I would teleport it forward, and it would be like the fastest bullet ever. I'm not kidding, I do this. This has been my mainstay of pre-dreaming. Oh, but now that I've talked about it, it might not work as my pre-dream. I might have to think of a new scenario. I'm usually some form of god. Or godlike at the very least. And it's usually involving superpowers. To teleport the space between someone to get them closer to you. Well, I thought like, if I thought about this. I'm sure people have done this in stories already. If you teleport somewhere, there should be like a boom. And stuff should move out of the way because you're taking the place of whatever was there. And also when you leave wherever you were, it should suck in a little bit because suddenly there's an absence of stuff there, right? And I don't think I see that very often. They usually just like boom, and then they teleport. Matter displacement, yes. I'll think of, I need a new pre-dream. I'll give it some thought. Alrighty guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. I'm back. I hope you enjoyed my Disney stories. I'm not a hater. I'm not whimsyless. I'm just real, okay? Heaven forbid CaspurrCatacini is a real person, alright? Okay? Tomorrow, we are playing Smash Bros. With the Opurratives. So if you need to download it or update it, whatever have you, charge your controllers. I don't know the format. I don't know if I'm going to be playing every round. Not really sure yet, but we will be playing Smash tomorrow. Okay, Smash Ultimate. I don't want someone coming here with Brawl or something. We're playing the latest Smash Bros. For the Switch, Smash Ultimate. I'm fiending for a weekend stream if possible. Okay, you know what? Pink, just for you. Water Park Simulator Saturday, okay? How about that? To make it up that I was gone. For everyone here, alright? Say yes, we accept the deal. Since I was gone, you will forgive me because I wasn't planning on streaming on Saturday, but I will. And you said, agree. Yes, we accept the deal. Yes, okay, good. Everyone here accepts the deal. Excellent. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Have a good day. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Mike, thanks for the glizzy. Mike, thanks for the glizzy. Mike, thanks for the glizzy. Wait, boss, how quickly could you eat a hot dog? You'll find out soon enough.